So, Beenie Man and Bounty Killer took us back in time with a classic 90s style sound clash between the two dancehall giants, thanks to the guys over at Verzuz. This was epic. On a Memorial Day weekend in the US, we got to take a look back at what made these two so legendary in the dancehall community, and why they're credited with helping the genre transcend Jamaica's borders with worldwide acclaim. So your boy decided to take a brief look at the two legends' stories, their history, the history of their rivalry, and a little thing I like to call the Verzuz story so far. Beenie Man, born Anthony Moses Davis in Kingston, Jamaica, has lived many lives over the course of his musical career. The 46-year-old self-proclaimed king of the dancehall got his start from early, at age 5. Beanie's uncle, Sidney Knowles, played the drums for reggae superstar Jimmy Cliff and encouraged his nephew to explore his musical interests. When Beenie Man was 8, he won a national competition called the Teenie Talent Show. Whoever came up with that name, genius. Where people began to take the child prodigy seriously. He continued working on his music, and by the time he was 10, Beenie Man had released an album entitled The Invincible Beenie Man. Not the Invincible Beenie Boy, no. The Invincible Beenie Man. The album was produced by Jamaican hitmaker Bonnie Lee and gained Beenie Man more public recognition. Beenie continued to record for a few years, but then took some time off to focus on school. And rightly so. He re-emerged as an adult in the early 90s and began to release a slew of music, much of which became hits. He released his first international album, Blessed, in 95 and began topping the charts in the UK and Jamaica, as well as gaining popularity on the dancehall scene in the NYC with hits such as Slam and Tear Off My Garments. By 97, the stage was set for Beenie Man's United States takeover. He released his first US album, Many Moods of Moses, that year, followed by The Doctor the next year, and Art and Life in 2000, which came out at the time when Sean Paul and Elephant Man were also climbing the international charts. By this point, the world was familiar with Beenie Man's signature songs such as Dancehall Queen, Who Am I, Dude, and Girl Dem Sugar. The dancehall titan has collaborated with the Neptunes, Sly and Robbie, and Janet Jackson. His latest album, Unstoppable, came out in 2016, and he still continues to burn up the stage to this day. In the red corner, we have Bounty Killer, born Rodney Basil Price, who also grew up in Kingston. He lived in multiple neighborhoods where he would witness and experience gun violence. He channeled much of what he saw into his music and made a name for himself as a street-savvy rude boy with an aggressive flow and a penchant for gun talk. He also talked about corrupt authorities and established himself as a fearless personality in the dancehall scene. His father owned a small sound system and encouraged his interest in music when he was 9. But he started to make a name for himself in the music as a young adult in the 90s. His original name on the scene was Bounty Hunter, but changed it in 1992 to what we know today, to Bounty Killer. One of his earliest hits, Dub for Dub, became a dancehall smash in 93, and that was followed by a continued success, which had reached the New York City underground scene. He released his debut album, Jamaica's Most Wanted, in 93, and it was later re-released internationally under the name Roots, Reality and Culture. Bounty continued to release well-received music, and in 96 he dropped a 20-track double album, My Experience, which featured his past hits, but also new material that included collaborations with American hip-hop stars such as Busta Rhymes, J. Rudamage, and the Fugees. He also collabed with Swiss Beats on the latter's compilation album, Ghetto Stories, which made him a dancehall favorite in the hardcore rap community. He also made a guest appearance on No Doubt, Hey Baby. He released his latest album, The Mystery, in 2002, but has also continued to perform live music around the world. Bounty Killer also formed The Alliance, a music group, which to his credit helped bust many of the forerunners in the dancehall scene, Vybz Kartel and Mavado being his sons in the music. Alongside his body of work, The Alliance is Bounty Killer's legacy, and he can comfortably say that he brought the next generation through. So, to the beef. The rivalry between the two men is legendary in the dancehall music world. Similar to hip-hop, their competition was about who was the greatest of all time. It started in about 92 with Beenie Man. At the time, Beenie Man and Bounty Killer had respectively established a sizable buzz, but Beenie Man felt it was time to knock out some of the competition. He targeted Bounty Killer and accused him of stealing his catchphrase. However, Bounty Killer accused Beenie Man of being the real fella fashion, and they went back and forth lyrically until they finally clashed in person in 1993. This event took place at Sting, Jamaica's longest running stage show, which sadly hasn't seen a staging since 2017. But Sting goes down in history, considered to be one of the most important reggae and dancehall shows in our music's history. It's where artists showcased their talent and fans could decide who reigned supreme. The war seemed like it was unplanned, but led to what some people considered the greatest Sting clash of all time, and Beenie Man didn't back down. Not once did either man get violent. The music speak for itself as the crowd cheered them on. Compared in terms of execution on stage, in reference to Sting 2008, clash between Mavado and Cartel, I think they could have taken a leaf out of Beenie Man's and Bounty Killer's book. In terms of execution on stage, composition, letting each other sing their songs, post-show interviews, they stated that it was just a game.
Well, the show, I enjoy it a lot. It's just a little game. It's no controversy. Just a little style. You know, you have to DJ against one another to get a little hype. Yeah, it was nice. How you see it?
I think they were doing well.
Everything all right, man.
It looked like you had all the lyrics, them holding and prepare for the surprise.
No, we're not preparing now. I just act me, I do. And I'm just running for my act.
You expecting him at any time?
No, I'm not expecting nobody because them say no clashing now go on.
Yes.
So when them run on, we have to just give me all because we can't do job back for nothing, you know.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Next year.
Two of the DJ have two rough competition still, and I like how them are going, no? As a veteran, I love how them little youth they are going still, see me?
Well, one thing we have to tell them is Sting 10 is this. I man sing who seek knowledge, get them wisdom increase. I man not believing in the devil or the mark of the beast are rather dead. Before me put the chip with 6 in me head. I sing, love God and live or 80 men die. And teach us about the Pope and not Selassie. We all know the whole of them are Pope or spy. Peace from you.
And that there was no hard feelings between them. But Sting wasn't the only time Beenie Man and Bounty Killer had crossed paths. In '94 they released a joint album entitled Guns Out, where they went back to back over the course of 12 tracks. This was supposed to be them settling their differences, but it was just another chapter in their long-standing frenemy relationship, which ebbed and flowed. Things got really iffy outside of the music in 2006 when Beenie Man married The Angel. The Angel had been Bounty Killer's longtime girlfriend at one point. This created a whole other saga in dancehall. This one event would set into motion history in terms of Vybz Kartel leaving the alliance, Mavado rising to prominence, battling Vybz Kartel, and going forth into the world. These two men's history are intertwined with the whole fabric of what we see dancehall is today. Just had to put that in. Beenie Man and The Angel divorced in 2011, and Beenie Man and Bounty Killer has since then performed on stage together, with their last appearance being at Reggae Sunfest in 2019, until the two legends on Saturday shared the stage to over 500,000 people on Instagram. History. Crazy. They battled like the good old days, with the difference being they battled as true friends. It seems like there were some haters watching, because somebody called the bomber-clad police.
Good evening, officer. Good evening, officer. Yeah. We are on international TV live, people. The police are here. And they're saying good evening. Good evening, officer. How are you, sir? You all right? You good? Huh? Crystal? Everything good? All right. Can we not do this right now? The world is watching us right now. Can we not do this right now? Can we not do this right now? We have 500,000 people watching us right now all over the world. Do you want to be that guy? Do you want to be this guy? You want to be that guy? Do you want to be that guy? Do you want to be that guy? Listen. Yeah. Yeah. People, the police are here, but we're not stopping. Because before COVID-19, it was murderers killing people. It was people killing people. Then COVID-19 started killing people. So we do this. Hey, stop. Killer, we're not going to make them disturb our thing. Killer, come back over here, son. Them gone out that door. People, the police are gone. We get rid of them. It's good. We are Jamaicans. We are being nice. We are being good. We are nice people. When it don't make we start to fight, So people, let's do this.
Who call the police? Which one I want to call the police who shut down the thing? Eh? Bad mind. But still, the two legends made history. Thanks for tuning in to the very first Verzuz story so far. Please people, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. It's been that reggae boy. You done know. Peace. I'm out.